Good morning. What is up, everybody? Monday morning market. Shout out Batangs in here early, getting in here early with the first comment. This is a little bit of a disappointment this morning. Hate to start out on a bad note, but marketplace is still down, so that kind of affects what we normally do in here, right? We can still scroll a little bit. It's not completely down, but I think what we're gonna do today, as I get a cough out of the way, I think what we're going to do today, we can talk a little bit about the All-Star game. We can talk about the Rising Stars pack. If anybody secured one, would be curious to hear what you guys hit. Maybe just some things we're looking forward to in the second half of the season. And if anything from the All-Star game stood out last night, did anything, are we going to see, were we all reminded that Giannis is just a monster last night? Is that what happened? Does that mean Giannis starts getting properly priced now? What's up? We got Joe Vu in the chat. S Grabs, what's up? Obi got robbed. Yeah, let's talk about the dunk contest for a second. That was boring, right? Was that boring? I was so confused watching it, especially in the first round. I thought Cassius's dunk was like the nicest one of the first round. And then when the finals, I don't know. I understand Anthony Simons got up on that last dunk. Like he was up there. But like, if you're going to attempt to kiss the rim, and then you bail out like that, I feel like you need to get docked points for bailing out, right? Yeah, we're okay. Good. We're getting a lot of borings in here. I agree. I get it. Weird vibes. No real fans. It's being rushed into halftime. Nobody knows who some of these dudes are. I get it. But man, like the 3-point contest was far more exciting, right? Seeing like Steph get hot like that. John says Cassius won the first round. Obi won the second, in my opinion. They just gave it to the kid because he's short. Listen, I'm usually team short. I usually root for all my short dudes. But that was boring. I don't know. Here's a question. Do you think we're just out of dunks? You think we've been doing this for so long, we don't have any dunks left? Like it's all been done. Like after you jump out of a car, or jump over a car. Because like when Simons in the first round was setting up the suction cup thing, right? The suction cup ball holder who's going to jump up, grab the ball, put it back down. I got excited for a second because I was like, oh, what's he doing? And then the setup was like far greater than the dunk. So I don't know. Maybe we're just out of dunks. I don't know. Joe says, I don't think any dunk contest will ever top the 90s. Yep. Yo, shout out from Argentina. What's up, Daniel? Thanks for joining, man. All right. So again, because the marketplace is down, we'll share screen. I'll at least pull it up. You guys let me know if there's any specific things you want to talk about this morning, any specific guys you want to chat about. And then I'll kind of cover a few things. This will be a shorter one today. And then, Tuesday through Friday, we do it at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So an hour and a half later. And hope the marketplace, they're saying the marketplace is going to be open. I understand why they need to close. Oh, I can take this banner down, huh? I understand why they're closing it, right? They're like, the experience is going to be bad. We want to make sure all the bugs are kicked out before you guys get in here. But man, to not have it open this entire weekend, sucked. It's a bummer. All right, Ryan, what do you think needs to happen for the prices to stop plummeting? Packs less often? Do you think so? I wonder when the market finally comes back up if the prices kick back up a little bit. Maybe like a quick dip because packs just came out. I think we were seeing a lot of people just like flipping some stuff. So the prices dipped a little bit. A lot of people were getting their first packs and were like, oh, let's make some money off this pack. So I think we saw a little bit of that. We're also seeing, this weekend was the first time the market, those 35,000 cereals hit the market, right? So that was going to affect prices a little bit. But I think it'll pick back up soon. Levine messed up putting Moneyball rack first. Should have been the last corner spot. Dude, what an aggressive choice to put the Moneyball first. Not even like give yourself a chance to get in a rhythm yet. I know the corner three is statistically supposed to be the easiest shot, but it's hard to put that rack first for be your first set of shots or last because your arms are hanging a little bit by the end. So I don't know. Scott just said none of them were playing to the crowd judges, needing some flair. Yeah, I agree. We needed some magic. John says, do you think it's worth trying to cop one of the Rising Star players, or should I use that money for Series 1 instead because they're both going to be pricey? Dude, this is a good question. I'm so excited to see where the Rising Stars are going to be priced. I was thinking about it a little bit, like especially with the rookies, right? So even though like Halliburton, which I'm going to talk about because I pulled that one. Halliburton, right? It's not his first moment on the site, but his first moment's out of 4,000, and these are out of 2021, right? So I'm curious. I don't know where they are going to land. I don't know what price range those are going to land. So I'm really excited to see what they are. I think some of the rising stars are going to be worth it. I also think those challenges, sometimes I'm hit or miss on the challenges. Like I wasn't too excited for the Seeing Stars challenge. Some of these challenges, though, look pretty sick. The Zion and the Anthony Edwards. Actually, we can look at that one, right? That's up. Let's look at some active challenges over here. And the rising stars, right? So this is, you need the DeAndre Hunter, the LaMelo, Campazzo, Wiseman, Michael Mulder, Brandon Clark, Lou Dortz, big body Keldon, and Rui Hachimura. Shout out Rui just being in every challenge. But this is for, this big dunk. Boom. Oh my gosh. Like, see, to me, this is going to be an expensive challenge, but to me, this is worth the challenge, right? Like this feels like it's going to have some real value. It's a rookie. It's an iconic dunk, right? I like this one a lot. The other one, the other challenge that's going to be out there is for Zion, which they haven't, I don't know if the moment's out there yet, but the second half will be the Zion. And to me, like, man, that's going to be expensive, I think. Thankfully, I got the Halliburton already, and the Halliburton's going to be the one in the Zion. So I can see myself maybe moving some things around trying to get one of those. But totally up to you, John. I think if there's a rising star that you're like really excited about, yeah, go snag him. But if you're just like debating whether or not, I would lean towards the player you're more excited about. Hard to tell. If you're looking at like Denny Avdija or a Series 1, maybe Series 1. Would be nice to hear about what the improvements are. Dude, totally agree. I hope we get an update in the Discord when the marketplace goes up. I know Roham had I don't know where it is, but had a nice Twitter reply explaining like why they needed to shut down and why they're confident they'll be back up Monday. It seems like they've worked all the kinks out of the pack drops, which is great news. It seems like less bots are attacking it. It's moving a lot faster than it has in the past. So that's good news. I think like the bigger issue, especially when we're seeing like all of these moments be put on the marketplace for like $5 or underpriced after a pack drop, everyone at the same time is trying to snag those prices. And then we're seeing errors, and that's when we see the marketplace go down. So something to keep in mind. I think hopefully they address it a little bit more articulate than I just did. But Daniel says, waiting for Campazzo's first moment, but market's down. Estimate price on rising. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where they're going to land. I'm assuming none are on the marketplace, right? I would think none are on the marketplace if it's been down that whole time. Yeah, I don't know where they're going to land. I'd be curious to what you guys think. Part of me thinks, again, because it's out of 2021 versus some of those that, we're going to see big serials from here on out. Out of 2021 is pretty rare. So are they? Yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious because as stated earlier, I'm very curious because this bad boy right here, this is why I'm curious. Number 358, little Tyrese, huh? So that's why I want to know. I want to know what this is. Oh, man. All right. Shout out NGC Top Shot. We saw you here yesterday. Good to see you. Dan Deep. Shout out to 4 a.m. gang. This is commitment. That's what we're talking about. I can't tell what's harder, 4 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. on my time. Because I can tell you, I'm feeling it right now. After a weekend, I'm feeling it. Yeah, let's play. Hey, we've talked about DeJounte Murray here quite a bit for his Series 1. He just seems to be like an undervalued dude if you're trying to get involved in Series 1. All the way down to 210. Holy smokes. 210. So we're almost looking at sub 200 for a Series 1 dude. DeJounte Murray, calling it here, future all-star DeJounte Murray. Wow. Yeah, I like that. I like that call, Ryan. Maybe you brought it up because I've brought it up before, and you were like, he'll definitely go into this. Yeah, I like that. Actually, you know what? Hey, we're 10 minutes in. You know who we haven't talked about yet? Let's do a price check on Team PJ Washington. Oh my goodness, 325. This is the lowest we've seen it, 325. Good gosh, what are we doing? I do wonder though. Do you remember the last time the marketplace went down like this for quite a bit? There were so many steals you could see on the marketplace, and I remember like, oh, I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna grab this, and then the second the marketplace went up, prices like through the roof again. So I'll be curious to see what we see. Joe, do you think we'll ever implement or do you think they will ever implement an auction style marketplace? Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if they do that. I know they're doing that with some moments for publicity purposes, but not on the marketplace, right? They're doing it outside of the marketplace. I am curious if they ever go in that route. I have like mixed feelings on it, right? Because then it obviously will benefit the people with the biggest bags, but and we don't want, as we've said before, this is the Top Shot takes us through the people, not necessarily the people with the big old bags. So yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, waiting to snipe a rising star for the low. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Where do you guys think these prices land? Like how much? What do you think? Let's not pick a Halliburton or a LaMelo. Let's go like middle of the road. Michael Porter Jr. What do we think Michael Porter Jr.'s, and let's just say middle of the road serial too, not like number 1 or jersey number. Where's Michael Porter Jr.'s like lowest ask? What's going to be that for the rising star? Oh, Bill, speaking to my heart, do you think DFS and Top Shot will combine someday? I do wonder, right, if they ever do a partnership with DraftKings, right? If you how DraftKings will do like a single entry series, or I guess that's FanDuel, or challenges or whatever, right? So like if you say you play X amount of tournaments or a specific tournament for a month or whatever, is there a moment reward instead of these live finals? Is there a moment included? That's something I would be. It makes so much sense for those to come together, right? So yes, I do think we're going to see some sort of combination of the two, or just even if it's just like partnering up for specific events, I think is where we would see it. But yeah. Well, yeah. So the Seeing Stars, man, I talked about this a little bit yesterday on the live stream. The Seeing Stars, I don't know how I feel about it because they've all dropped quite a bit. And I don't know where it stands, right? They're all kind of in the 100 to 200 range, unless you got like here, Steph is at 385. I mean, Joel's at 106. I mean, Donovan's at 106. Zion 400. Luka 500. Where's the AD one? Here we go. 170. Up to you, man. I don't know. I think I'm probably team hold on these. Although, unless you're seeing something, if you like could use that $200 to go invest in something else, I don't know. Then I'd move it. I think the rewards are kind of nice, so that's cool. But I've been kind of surprised. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're out of 10,000. I've been surprised how low they've been listed. Yeah, I have Dames, and I thought that would go for around like 300. And where did I already scroll? I think I already scrolled past that one. And the Dame's like a nice deep 3, and he's going for 165. So I don't know. Again, I think we have to wait till the marketplace is back up and like wait a day to just see where it like levels out a little bit. Cause I think where it is now is not necessarily accurate. NGC, do you ever try sniping cards? Yeah, man, I always look at the marketplace. I mean, especially if there are specific moments that I've been trying to grab. It's been tough the last couple of days because the marketplace has been down. It's usually not this hard to get a moment. So keep trying. Once the marketplace is back open, keep trying. Dude, a Seeing Stars Luka is a sick pull, Stan. Congratulations. We love that. Yeah, same thing about the dip, right? I don't know. I think we were seeing insane numbers for a couple weeks. So we were just like, oh, this is going to go up. My return on investment is going to go up 100% every single day. Now we're seeing like, okay, that's an unrealistic expectation. But I mean, let's talk about this a little bit though. We're still, hold on. Where's you got to get the banner. Still in beta, right? We're still in beta. Think about it. Dame talked about Top Shot last night. They asked him like, should we get this? You're like winning that last 3 of the game. Should that be a Top Shot moment? He's like, I think it would do pretty well in there. I've been lurking in Top Shot. So we're still at the beginning, right? And now you're seeing NBA stars talk about it. They're getting asked about it in interviews on All-Star Weekend. I think there's still so much growth to come, obviously, because we're still in beta. So, dip might last momentarily. I think we might see it. It's not going to go again back to 100% a day, but I think it's coming back up. I mean, we listen, team hold. We're team hold up in here. You know what I'm saying? Ryan said it'd be great just to be able to make an offer on a moment, especially if you want a certain cereal. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Were you able to get a Rising Stars pack? Oh, baby. Oh, baby, were we? Tyrese Halliburton, number 358. Let's go. Let's go. We were excited. We did a live stream yesterday for this drop, and it was I felt a little bad because Dustin and Dunbar both were unable to secure one, and I could not contain my excitement. So we did. Ooh, yeah, but Tank says, do you think the 5% fee is too high selling moment and why it's high like that? I think they said something about this, that it's the international bank fees. That's why it's the 5%. So it's frustrating. I would say it's frustrating, but I think I understand it. I get it. That's why we're team hold again. Ooh, cake batter. Also, just to say cake batter in the morning is nice. 2K partnership. Yeah, talking about DraftKings partnership, a 2K partnership would be sick. This is definitely going to happen. We're also seeing the Hardcourt app, which they've talked, or the Hardcourt game, which is coming soon. I know that's going to be it's going to be like a mobile game that is going to have moment rewards, or you use your moments to play the game. I think that's going to be something interesting too. Scott says 750 guests on the Rising Star floor. Rare, low mints, maybe first or second moment for players. Yeah, that feels about right. That feels about right. And then you're still, what's that? You're still like 3.5xing on your pack just with that moment, if that's the floor, right? So I like that guess, Scott. Yeah, Embiid and Simmons didn't play yesterday, so that might be a little bit why we're seeing them so low too. But I mean, no one's been able to adjust the prices in the marketplace anyway, so who knows? Ooh, I like this right here, Scott. Buy 2 sets of Seeing Stars for LeBron, save one for reward, and sell one with a few days left. I like that. I like that because you'll be able to buy back a lot of, or probably pay for what you just did to complete the challenge. I like that. Seeing 500 to 2K range for the Rising Star guest. Do you think the value of Cool Cats will rise back up within the next few months? Well, so it looks like we're getting drop 3 of the Cool Cats this week, which is exciting. So we've talked about this a couple times, right? And if you guys have thoughts about the Cool Cats too, drop them in the chat because I'm happy to. This is an interesting conversation. I think, me personally, I think the value is going to be in 2 dudes. I think it's going to be in, I'm sorry, 1 dude right now, Luka. I think because in order to complete the Master Challenge, you need all the moments, right? And Luka was the first kind of cutoff for how many LaMelos will be there. So like there were like 3,400 Lukas that were out, that were collected, but only 3,100 unique users, give or take like 15 or 20. So that means max there will be 3,100 LaMelos. So I don't think, now that they're making the cereals out of 10,000 or 15,000, I don't think we're going to see what we saw for the Anthony Davis again, right? When the Anthony Davis came out, all of a sudden, all of the Cool Cats were worth like $700 to $1,000. I think what we'll see every time a challenge happens is the Cool Cats prizes will rise, especially for the current challenge and the Luka. Not the previous challenges, but the current challenge in the Luka. I think we'll see prices rise, and then right after the challenge completes, we'll see it drop down again. And I think we'll see that continue. I think the Luka will continue to rise with the challenges, but then I don't think we'll see that from. I don't think we're going to see the John Wall Cool Cat go back up to 500. I think that stays where it's at. That's just what I think. I mean, I could be way wrong. I've been wrong on a lot of these predictions and projections, so take that with a grain of salt, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I hope they go back up because I got them all. So let's hope they go back up. Bill, after UFC Top Shot, what order do you think MLB, NHL, PGA, NFL follow? How long do you think it takes to get all these going? I don't know. I know NFL PA just like agreed to some agreement with Dapper Labs. So it seems like NFL's coming around the corner. I think the one that needs it the most is the MLB, just because how boring they are. Like I think and how boring and just like out of touch with young people. So I think something like this could kind of reinvigorate the fan base. So I hope MLB comes for it. Honestly, they'd all be sick. I don't know if they'd be as cool as the NBA, only because the NBA moments are just so fun. And You just get like, so, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that you know what, I'm saying that, but I'd be in all of them. I'll tell you that right now. What's up, Wes? Good to see you. He's ready for his pre-order pack. Oh man, I know. So pre-order packs this weekend. We get pre-order packs this weekend. We should get Cool Cats sometime this week. I want to, oh no, we already checked the active challenges. I was like, ooh, maybe the Cool Cats info's out already. But I am excited for the Cool Cats. We've scooped up the Karl Anthony Towns Cool Cat. I'm excited. It's the reward is a Jokic this time around. I'm very excited for that. So I'm excited for the Cool Cats challenge. And it's always just fun to have like another pack drop on the horizon. It's so funny, even though, you know, I was very fortunate yesterday to get one, but I've also been a part of many pack drops where I didn't get one. It is funny how there's still so much buildup and excitement, even though knowing I'm probably not going to get a pack, like how hard it is. And the still, like, you wake up and you're like, oh, pack day, baby, pack day. So it's kind of fun seeing how this has taken over my life, I guess is what I'm saying. What else you guys got for me this morning? I know it's kind of normally, if this is your first time tuning in, normally what we would do is kind of dig through the marketplace after last night's action and see like what's undervalued. We'd check on PJ Washington, obviously. But we were unable to do that today because the marketplace is down. But yeah, let's look at, Wes says, is the Cool Cats pack the next drop? I think so. We think it is. They haven't announced exactly when it is. But we think that's the next one coming up. Joe, love this. Imagine a day when you get a moment instead of a bobblehead when you attend a game. This is something that's definitely going to happen, where they'll do partnerships with teams where, yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily, although maybe it is, right? Everybody comes to a Knicks game, gets I was going to say an Obi Toppin, but it's probably like a Reggie Bullock, right? But Tang says, I still have my MLB Champions NFT, which I think is a dead project right now, unlike Top Shot. Maybe Dapper can do better than the previous one. Ooh, I didn't realize they already had one up and running. Is the marketplace based on Pacific time? I'm still fairly new to this, but how often do packs drop? Yeah, it seems like when they say like we'll have it up and running Monday morning, they mean Pacific time, business hours too. So 9 a.m. Pacific is usually how they've been running. And how often do packs drop? Man, this varies from day to day. It varies. So sometimes, like this week, we saw the pre-order packs. I guess that was last weekend, but then we saw another pack drop on Friday and Saturday. We also had the Rising Stars this week, and then Cool Cats is coming up this week. So it really depends. It really depends. Also said Blake going to the Nets. Does this help his moment knowing he switched teams and there's only 12K of them? I think it helps that there's only 12K of them when you're seeing all these 35,000. I think it helps that it will be his only moment with the Pistons, most likely, unless they do if they did a run it back and put Blake with the Pistons, how depressing would that be? But I think Blake's going to have decent value. I think so. I think his value goes up when he retires, though. Because like the sexy part of Blake is gone, most likely. I mean, I'm assuming we're not going to get high flying Blake when he gets to Brooklyn. Although what an incredible, I mean, he would have out Hardened. If all of a sudden Blake starts jumping over Kias again when he gets to Brooklyn, kudos to you, Blake. But I think after he retires, we all remember how incredible he was for that run and how fun he was to watch. And I think we're going to see that with a lot of players. Like I know we talked about LaMarcus Aldridge way too goddamn much yesterday, but he's another one where, man, he's so boring. But if he's someone, like someone said, there's a 50-50 shot he makes the Hall of Fame, which, gosh, that feels too high. But someone like that, who their peak is behind them, when they retire, it's almost like, oh, yeah, remember that dude was good. So that's kind of where I'm at with Blake. But out of 12,000 is nice. His only moment with that team is nice. His first moment on the site is nice. All that's good. Cool Cats shouldn't be higher than Rising Stars, correct? I think so. The thing about the Cool Cats is it's supposed to be a common challenge. I don't think Top Shot intended for this to be an expensive challenge. So I think that it shouldn't be more expensive than Rising Stars. Like the Rising Stars should be much higher. Oh, here we go. Scott G. Also, shout out Scott G. One of the OGs up in here. Very good dude. Will be worth more in 6 months. All the Cool Cats, including the future Cool Cats and Master, or 2.5 LaMelo first moments that you could sell all current CC for right now. Ooh, good question. Probably the original LaMelo, right? Probably what do you think about this, Scott? Yeah, I think the original LaMelo moment, the first moment on the site. I think that's got to be it. The 2.5 LaMelo. I think it's got to be it, right? Because I just don't know. I think the Luka will have a lot of value. So we're basically saying Luka and the LaMelo for 2.5 LaMelo first moments. That's going to be close, man. That's going to be really close. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, that's a good one. I think it's the 2.5 LaMelos. I mean, the one thing is, right? So LaMelo, let's look up LaMelo's first moment. LaMelo's first moment is out of 4,000, correct? So LaMelo, and it's going for 3,300 right now, and that's the low. I mean, it was going for over 4K before. So, and the LaMelo that came out of the Rising Stars is out of 2021. Do we think there will be more or less than 2021 LaMelo Cool Cats challenges completed? I think that's a good starting point, right? Because if there's less than 2021, remember, max that can be completed is like 3121 or something like that. If we think there's going to be less than 2021, all of a sudden it becomes serial-wise the most rare LaMelo on the site. Even though it's still going to be listed as a common challenge reward, I believe, it's going to be the most rare. So if we think it's going to be less than that, I could see it being worth quite a bit. Even though it's not his first moment, it'll still get that rookie tag, right? And it'll be a challenge reward, which I think is worth a little something. Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't lucky enough to snag a LaMelo yet, so I'm still fighting through this challenge. We're gonna try to do it, although it feels like it's gonna get really expensive. What do you think, Scott? Scott, do you think round 3 and round 4 of the Cool Cats are going to be more expensive or less expensive than round 1 and round 2? The only reason I could see less expensive is because there are going to be more Cool Cats available. Yeah, what's up, Beamer? Mondays are a little bit early. I don't love it, but we have to go a little bit early on Monday. Speaking of which, I got like 5 minutes left. Then I got to rock. I got to work. But normally Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. So it's a little bit better for you East Coast people. John Moore, should I still hold on to my Seeing Stars pack or should I rip it? Ooh, that's fun. I don't know. If you held this long, you might as well keep holding, right? I think if you don't open it right away, you turn into team hold, you know? Scott says, yep, contemplating selling all these Cool Cats when the next Cool Cats challenge gets ramped up. Base cards are usually worth more when compared to special art moments when looking at LeBron. Oh, that's good. Let's pull that up. So we've got a base here. We got a base here. Trying to see where some of the. Yeah, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. I don't hate moving off Cool Cats. Like I think right. What's nice about the Cool Cats challenge is you can kind of get off. You can get off the highway at any time you want. I forget who said that. Someone else coined that phrase, so don't give me credit for that. But you can get off the highway anytime you want. So meaning like if you decide, all right, I've already got you can like move off your Luka, move off your AD. Like once you decide you're not going to go for the LaMelo, you can recoup a lot of that. And most of the value is going to be in the Luka, which I think is still in the 5K range. And I think that will go back up. I think as this, yeah, so it's at 5K almost exactly. And where's the AD sitting at? Because the AD like started out like pretty high and then dipped. Where? Oh, here it is. Wow, all the way down to 500. Man, remember when that was at like 1,100? Yeah, I'm going back and forth with that too. I've already gotten the Karl Anthony Towns Cool Cat. So now I'm just gonna see how many. If I get a Cool Cats pack and then a friend of mine who I'm doing it with, if he gets one and then we only have to buy a couple, I'll probably keep plugging along. But if we don't get packs and I got to buy all 5 and they're going for like 500 each, you're going to see that Luka on the marketplace for sure. Moody says, do you expect the market to change drastically today or this week now that it's frozen and there were 2 days of pack drops? I think we're going to see a lot of action because think about it, right? So there were over 170,000 people, I think, in line yesterday ready to spend $200 and only 35,000 or whatever it was were able to do it. So I think you're going to see people like, well, I got it in the Dapper Bounce. Let's fire away. I know my friends are like that. They're like, I just want to buy some stuff. So I think we'll see a lot more activity. I still think we'll see the higher serial numbers of this base series be down. I think in like the $8 to $15 range. But I think overall we'll see some of the Series 1 stuff creep back up. That stuff is too cheap right now. Series 1 is too cheap right now. Should be less expensive because I think of the higher LE. Yeah, that checks out. New 35,000 rookies, Cole Anthony and Halliburton. Do these have any value when you think things open up? I think having the rookie tag is always nice. I think those will have some value. Obviously, it's not their first moment, and it's of our higher serial. But, I mean, here's the thing. If you are getting early moments of dudes who are rookies that you think have a real future, because, like, Cole Anthony and Halliburton both look really nice, yeah, I think they're going to have some value. Shout out Wes. Thanks for hanging, bud. Appreciate it. Yeah, go get that money. All right, last call for questions. Dude, Ari, totally up to you. I know I haven't done it yet. I guess I'm more concerned about buying moments on eBay just to making sure everything legit is a little scary. But selling moments is safer because you're in charge. Don't be scammy. As long as you're not being scammy, I think it's okay. It seems like you can get really good money on packs. Like if you sell a pack on eBay, that's what I've been seeing. I'm not recommending it, but that's what I'm seeing. Dope. Well, hopefully the marketplace is back up, sometime today, so we can actually talk about stuff tomorrow. I appreciate the questions today because we needed that to get through the morning. I thought about it this morning when I woke up and saw that it wasn't. I was like, oh, do we just push today? But here's the thing: content is king. You know what I'm saying? Content is king. I've already sold a $15 moment, but I want to sell my whole collection. You're trying to sell your whole collection, Ari? Ari, what's your Top Shot username? This will be the last thing we do. What's your Top Shot username? I'm going to stop the share screen for a second while I pull something up. Make you a freaking offer right now. No, I probably won't make you an offer right now. But, Moody says, what's a solid undervalue Series 1 out there right now? Well, we've talked about DeJounte Murray, any of the Murrays. DeJounte Murray, Jamal Murray, PJ Washington. I think so much of the Series 1 is undervalued right now. I mean, I think some of them have caught up. We talked about Jokic. Like, Jokic, for some reason, is so much cheaper than the rest of the stars of the league, which I don't get. But, yeah. So, I think a lot of the Series 1. All right, we're going to look up Ari's name, which he just threw in the chat. There's a lot of good natureds in here. So I thought for sure there wouldn't be like so many of these, but here we go. So you get the Anthony Davis Seeing Star, a Vooch, a Thad Young, and an Austin Rivers. All right, we love it. All right, good luck selling them then. You guys hit up Good Natured Polar Bear if you're trying to scoop some moments. We hope the marketplace is back open today. Thanks for hanging out this morning. I know it's freaking early, but I guess it depends where you are, right? Some people it's not freaking early. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, hopefully with the marketplace open with some hot takes. We'll be ready to go. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do that. Hope everybody has a good Monday, and we will see you tomorrow or